How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And I know this is kind of going to be a little different. I guess to those of you who didn't see my community post, I accidentally, when I was deleting some files on my computer, I accidentally deleted my reaction to Stagecoach, which sucks, obviously. So if any of you who weren't aware of that, just Ian, apologize for that happening. Because I know a lot of you had requested this film, and I really enjoyed the film as well. So it's a pity you won't get to see it. I might at a later date do a rewatch of it, maybe over Christmas as like a bonus episode or something. But I wanted to at least do like a review on it just to acknowledge it. Um, and also I will have a Western reaction for Wednesday. I'll probably do like a silent Western or something because just a lot less editing is required for a silent Western. I get it out in time because it's like Tuesday now, so I'll have it out for tomorrow. But on Stagecoach, my thoughts on it. So first off, like it was a lot different to what I thought it would be. I kind of imagined that like there'd be all this action going on the Stagecoach, like and there'd be numerous attacks by the Native Americans. I thought there'd be like numerous attacks. So I think they did a good job. But like again, not a criticism. I think it was actually good that they did it this way, where there was always the lingering threat of what was to come. It was always kind of filtering around. You kind of sensed it, so it kept that kind of atmosphere and tension going that you knew was coming at some point. So I think actually it worked out better doing it this way, where it built to it, as opposed to like having a battle and then they get away for a while, then there's another one, get away for a while. I think this was a better way of doing it, and I think also doing it this way, we really got to appreciate the characters because I think that's another thing. It was a great ensemble piece with some really good characters, like a lot of different personalities, and I liked it, like how some of them got on together initially, and then as the film went on, they started to clash, and even vice versa, especially like with the Doctor, and I think it was at Hatfield, where initially, because he was obviously drinking a lot, he thought he was inept, but then when he helps Mallory give birth to the child, he kind of really comes to appreciate him, especially when he suggests that they don't move on for a few days because she needs time to rest. Because Hatfield is obviously very protective of Mallory, so I like that he kind of came to respect him. Um, then like Dallas for me, I think was the best character in the film. You really feel for her character because she's treated like utter crap. You see at the start of the film, she's basically banished from her town, um, and then you see like even Mallory looks down on her. She wants to sit at a different part of the table, not to be beside her when they're having dinner. But Dallas yet still really tries to be a nice person, offer to help her when she gives birth to the child. Mallory or Dallas is there the whole time, stays up late to look after her, doesn't sleep, takes care of the baby. Just really good person. Um, I think that's the thing. It's like reputation going before you, but like so Ringo, John Wayne's character, Dallas, and the Doctor are all kind of had these reputations of, Ringo is seen as an outlaw, so completely against the law, a bad guy. But you see and he's really helpful and an asset to the group when he does arrive. Um, and the Doctor, like, he's seen as incompetent. He's drinking a lot, but he really comes to the fore when he's needed. He not only would uh, being there for Mallory when she gives birth to the child, which I actually didn't realize she was pregnant at all. Um, I don't think it was ever kind of shown to us, established that she was pregnant, so that was kind of came as a real surprise. But then also when she confides in him after Ringo has offered to marry her, she confides in the Doctor, Dallas does, and he kind of at first he's kind of thinking like, why are you asking me? Like I don't know any better. But then he just kind of says, do what you think is right, essentially, which I think is great advice. It shows that he almost transforms halfway through the film, the Doctor. It was really interesting to see that, that he actually was a good person, kind of saw right from wrong, And I think the three of those characters are painted one way or kind of seen one way, by a lot of the other characters and I guess townsfolk. But we see there's another side to them, their true side. And I think it's like a case of mistaken identity. I think it's kind of a theme in the film, which I think worked really well. Then you've got like there's some stunning visuals. Obviously, you've Monument Valley. John Ford uses that many times in his westerns. You never get tired of that location. But also during that final showdown between Ringo and the three plumber boys, it's like a silhouette shot of Ringo emerging in the foreground. of the shot. It's really good. It actually reminded me a little bit of when in Nightmare on Elm Street when we first see Freddy Krueger. You see the silhouette shot of him coming on the alley. Similar kind of, just it's a cool shot, in the dark, with the hat. It's a great visual. Then the other thing is like as I said earlier about like I thought going into it there was going to be quite a few attacks from the Native Americans, but it leads up to that one long attack, like about with about 25 minutes, 20 minutes left in the film. It's a great portion as well. It really works, and like there's some fantastic stunts work in this film. Where that one Native American gets knocked down and he's literally lying between the horses as they go through, and then the carriage goes over. Like such a dangerous stunt to do. And then you have Ringo goes up onto the horses at the front because they've dropped the whatever the things are to control the horses. I know I should know. I've watched so many westerns now, but that has fallen to the floor when Buck gets shot. So Ringo goes up to the front of the front horse at the end from the carriage to pick it up so they can get control again. But I think one of the most like real saddest moments is like so Hatfield, like you see it's a great shot. He has the because they're being outnumbered. It's like they've run out of ammunition. It's like they're goners, is what it seems to be. And you just see the shot of him with the gun about to pull the trigger and he has it aimed at Mallory to put her out of her misery so she doesn't suffer basically. And then you just as he's about to pull it, you see you hear the gunshot and his hand just falls. And then like about a minute later the cavalry come, and it's like you just think if he just hung on another minute or two, or if they just run out of ammunition a minute or two later, he would have had to avoid that and he would have survived. So I thought that was a really kind of a tragic moment, because of his trying to protect the whole film. He's trying to protect Mallory, Um, but yeah, as I said, like I think they did some great characters in this film. The turn of the Doctor in particular, and then Dallas I thought was great. And John Wayne, like I know it's his first film, I thought this was one of his better performances as well. I thought he was very good and it held his own up against some other really good performances. So yeah, I thought this was a really good film. I really enjoyed it. Um, I know it's not obviously it's not the same as the reaction. And again, I do apologize for that. It was a really annoying thing that happened. But I wanted to acknowledge the film on the channel because it was a very good film, and obviously the first John Wayne's first big break. Um, I know it's really well liked among the Western genre too. As I said, that like I might over Christmas I might do a rewatch. You can let me know about that, what you think. It's like as a bonus episode. I might do a poll maybe later in the year just to see how you're feeling on that. But again, as always, guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on Stagecoach. Where would you rank it among your favorite John Ford films, and of course, where would you rank among your favorite John Wayne westerns? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Again, apologies, but hopefully the review was something that you were able to enjoy in some capacity anyway. But until next time, guys, slán go fóill.